Good morning. I have been asked to make this video for the longest time and I just never get round to it, but welcome to a day in the life of a mum at home on her own with a toddler and a baby. I have a 3-year-old and, well, in fact not quite 3, but he will be in 4 days, and an 8-month-old, and at the moment it is about 8:30. My husband's just gone to work. And he got up with the boys this morning. I was up with Rupert about 4 times in the night. So that's our normal arrangement at the moment. I get up and do all the night wake-ups, and then he generally gets up with them in the morning, apart from on the weekends when we take it in turns. And he stays with them for about an hour, gives them breakfast just so I can get a little bit of extra sleep. Oh, we're just hanging out on the bed, aren't we? Yeah, we've got the big boy here practicing his crawling. The bed's clearly not the best place for that. You're trying to get the camera. And then I'm just allowing Finley a little bit of screen time. We do this sometimes in the mornings. He plays games on my phone. I'm all for limiting screen time for your children, but also understand the need for screen time for us as well as them, obviously, as a chance to just kind of decompress. So the weather today is terrible. It's pouring with rain, really grey and miserable outside. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I was planning on us going for a nice walk and going to the PARK this morning, but I'm not sure whether we will now because it is just so horrible outside. So we shall see. Come along with us as I decide and witness our probably very chaotic day. I will interject throughout the video some different ways that I have learnt to cope with having 2. That's a question that I get asked a lot, especially when it comes to having a toddler and a newborn. So I will talk about that later on in the video as well. I have had the worst luck trying to find somewhere for us to go this morning. It seems like either everywhere is still closed after everything happening, or places that were open that I knew about locally have now closed because it's no longer the school holidays and they're only open on weekends. I understand that maybe they're not getting enough traffic through the door to make it worth their while opening during the week, but it does make it hard for those of us who have young children who obviously need to entertain them throughout the week, and it's really miserable weather, as I said, today, so going to our normal outdoor places aren't really the best option for us. If you are like me and you have a toddler, you know that you need to get out of the house. I actually think that that counts with babies as well, and babies often do a lot better. They're less cranky when they're out of the house. So anyway, I've managed, after putting up a post on a local Facebook group, to book somewhere for us this morning. We've never been before. It's a set of sensory rooms, I think. So what I will do is, I think that we're going to be the only people in there for our session. So I will check that I can film, and then if I can, I will show you what it's like in there. It sounds quite good. It was £30 for an hour and a half, so like super pricey. But I'm willing to pay to be able to get out the house and go somewhere and not be stuck inside all day. Rupert's still asleep. It's about 10:30 now, and he's been asleep since about 9 o'clock, so about an hour and a half. He does sometimes do these longer naps in the morning. Often I will wake him up because I want him to have a longer nap at lunchtime, but today this works out perfectly for us. If you want to find out more about our daily routine between like 6 and 9 months, then I will be making a video on that soon, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out. I do have videos on our newborn routine and our 3 to 6 month routine that you can find up on my channel already. Okay, I am just going to get Finley dressed, wake Rupert up, and then we will get going. Hey! Hi! Are you ready to go and have some fun? Yeah, let's go. Okay, we are in the car, ready to go. It's such a stress getting into the car with even one child, isn't it? But multiple children, definitely. My strategy normally is to just put Rupert into his car seat and just leave him there while I run around and get last minute things for the bags. I ask Finley to sit on the stairs and stay there until we put his shoes on, and generally he's pretty good at doing that. It is all going to change very shortly though. Rupert's still in his infant car seat at the moment, but I've ordered him a new one. This one is just a temporary one. We do actually have an ISOFIX one for Finley that he is normally in, but it's in my husband's car at the moment. So it's all going to change when I can't put Rupert into his car seat in the house, so we will have to alter strategies, but until then, that is what works for us. We better go so we're not late. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Are you feeling excited?
Yes.
Where are we going?
To soft play.
To a soft play. Finley's been desperate to go to soft play, haven't you? He's been making do with watching Blippi at soft play on YouTube but it's not the same, is it? I'm especially excited for Rupert to experience it for the first time. I'm a very strange colour, aren't I? I don't have to get... This is probably the nicest place I have ever been with children. It's like being in a spa. So I'm going to film a little bit. I'm going to actually ask them if they would mind me filming a little bit more to show you. Because if you live near here, we're just outside of Harrogate. It's called Zen Bee Sensory, I think. I'll put the details down below for you. But we're in the water room at the moment. So I'll show you. So they've got an area with cushions over here. They've got like water lights. Finley's a little bit freaked out by it all, but you're okay. And then they've got like projections on the wall. This makes a noise. This is what Finley's scared of. One of these light poles here. And Rupee's down here. So they bring you toys. They bring you drinks. Oh, I've got some water, but they bring tea and coffee as well. And then apparently after 20 minutes, they will come and get us and move us into the next room. So we're in here all by ourselves. It's all been cleaned and sanitized before we've come in. So it's just absolutely perfect. Look at this fish up on the wall, Finley. What can you see? What do you think of these? This is the first time that Rupert's ever been anywhere like this before. And he's 8 months old. Oh, I don't think probably we want to eat them. Look at all those lights. Ooh, is it good? Are you having a nice time?
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out.
Yeah. So this is the guinea pig hutch. They've got a dad and a baby, just a few weeks old, and we just got them out and held them, didn't we, Finley? And they were so cute and soft. Love this worry wall. Beautiful, with all the different textures on. So I just spoke to, I think it was owner. Rupert's laughing, he's having the best time, aren't you? And she said that they've only just opened, well in fact they opened in January, but then they had to close because of everything, and didn't think that they would survive, but have kind of made it. Look at where we are though, I don't know, can you see the scenery? It's so beautiful. This is the outdoor area. We just got the guinea pigs out and had a stroke, and now they're just about to go in and clean the room that we just came out of, and then all this area that we're in now has been cleaned before we came out here. It's amazing. It smells amazing. It's honestly like being in a spa. If you live anywhere close to this area, I would definitely recommend making the trip. It was about 35 minutes for us from home, but 100% worth it, and you get an hour and a half to play, and you get complimentary, like I said, drinks and I think biscuits as well. So yeah, definitely come and support them, because this place deserves to be able to stay open. As I said before, I'll put the details down below for you if you want to find out more. Rupert's having a blast. Finley's having a blast doing puzzles. You've just discovered a love for puzzles, haven't you? I wonder if we put that one there, look. And this is good because it's puzzles and wheels, which are two of your favourite things. Yeah, so much fun. Apologies for the dramatic change in lighting again. So we're in the UV room now, can you tell? I'm glowing. It's so cool. So I will show you around a little bit. So there are lots of different UV things in here to play with. Some glow sticks, Rupert's got some of those. We should get the material out, shouldn't we? Wow, look at that, Rupee. So cool. They've got some more of these light things. And these mats on the floor. There is a big laser that comes on the wall, but I've just turned it off for now. This is super cool. A UV board to write on. Are you doing some pictures, Finley?
Pictures.
Yeah, and then we've got this one here. Don't draw on that one though. And then like a little UV board here. And then this is really cool. I'll show it to you. So Finley's going to help me show you. So you put your hand on and then you shine the UV torch on and then take your hand away. Wow.
Another hand.
And now another turn. This is so much fun. Oh, shine it on. Take it away. Wow.
Now my arm.
And now your arm. Ready. Take it away. Yeah. Great for learning body parts. What do you think, Rue? You having a nice time? You're a bit tired, aren't you, from the sensory overload? Oh, okay. Just got both boys to sleep. All seems quiet on the sleep front. To be perfectly honest, it isn't like this most days anymore. Either one sleeps or the other, unfortunately, normally. So often it's Rupert that'll sleep first and then Finley will finally fall asleep and Rupert will wake up. So we never really get to have much of a break. But if I do something like I did this morning, go somewhere that tires them out, and I think the sensory place has really tired Rupert out as well, then finally now, after probably about 40 minutes of getting to that point, they have both fallen asleep. What I will normally do with Finley is, even if he's not sleeping, I will let him have quiet time in his room, and he normally stays up there for an hour and has quiet time. But sometimes, like today, during that quiet time, he falls asleep. And then I just let him sleep for however long he needs, up to about 3:30. Rupert can go till 4:30, 5 o'clock if he needs to. What time is it now? It's 2:45 now. So Finley will probably have 45 minutes. Rupert can have as long as he wants, as long as he doesn't go past 5:30 really, because then it's too close to bedtime. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a decompression. Although I do find it really hard to relax because I always feel guilty and like I should be doing something, like I should be cleaning or doing work most often. So just to sit on the sofa and watch TV or look at my phone or read a magazine or whatever is, I find, quite hard to do. I don't think I'm alone in that, am I? I think probably most people are the same. Let me know. Do you feel guilty when your children are sleeping that you're not doing something? Do you feel like you should be doing something? I really think that we should allow ourselves to have downtime. It's really important, and I'm trying my best to kind of bring that in. So I've got my lunch at 3:15. That's the life of a mum, isn't it? And I'm just about to watch drawer organisation, kitchen drawer organisation video on YouTube by Jen Ross at Pretty Neat Living. That's one of my favourite kind of comfort channels. Yeah, just have a bit of a chill out, and then the boys will be up soon and I will let you know what we're going to do with our afternoon. Mustn't bash it.
Hello.
Someone's just woken up from his nap, haven't you? Oh, and he's off. So, terrible lighting like that. There we go. Oh. It gets so bright in this room. That's better. So the boys have woken up from their naps. In fact, Finley has been up for a little while and we've just been downstairs playing with his sticker book and magazines. That's his new found favourite thing to do. Rupert had a little bit longer, so it's now about 5 o'clock actually. In fact, he had a lot longer. He did wake up halfway through his nap and cried out. I left him he cried out probably once or twice. I left him and he fell back asleep again. It's something that I remember Finley going through as well, waking up halfway through, and it's really easy to just kind of like give in and think, oh, that's their nap done, and go and get them up. But sometimes if you just leave them, see if they go back to sleep on their own, oftentimes they do end up going back to sleep on their own, especially as they learn to drop that afternoon nap and then consolidate it to have a longer lunchtime nap, which is the way that I think that we are going. So we are just going to film a baby class. Rupert and I, we're just in his bedroom at the moment, aren't we? Are you having lots of fun down there? You're very blown out, we can hardly see you. And then we will do a little bit more playing with toys, and then it will be the start of the evening routine, and I'll bring you along for that as well. Mommy. It gets a little chaotic.
Mummy.
Yes?
I want Thomas.
Oh, yes, you want to show us Thomas? Oh, you love Thomas, don't you? Is he one of your favourites? So people have asked me, how do you manage with a toddler and a newborn? When I was pregnant with Rupert, I read a lot of things and spoke to a lot of people that said things like, get a basket of toys, your child's favourite toys or favourite books, and put it near to where you're going to often sit with the baby. So for example, the sofa. And then whenever you need to spend time with your newborn to feed them or whatever you're doing, trying to get them to sleep, then your toddler can be next to you, near you, and you can talk to them and they can be playing with their favourite toys or reading books together. However, that did not work in the slightest for us. Oops, mainly because Finley really wanted to have my attention for himself. So, thank you, darling. So what used to happen was I would start feeding Rupert and then he would do everything in his power to stop me from doing so. So he would climb on me, he would go and be destructive and do things that he knew that I wouldn't like, especially things that he knew would make me get up from the sofa, and when I couldn't because I was sitting there feeding Rupert. So to be perfectly honest, the thing that we used the most, the tool that we used the most in those first few weeks and months to get through was the television. I don't think there's any reason to feel guilty about it. Sometimes you do just need the television or an iPad or whatever you use to help you out, especially if you have a child like Finley who was at that particular age and just needed that attention, that one-on-one attention when playing and couldn't manage to do it on his own. Sometimes you just have to spend that time with your newborn, and I don't think that you should feel guilty for employing a little bit of help to help you get through. And there's no reason to worry that having that more intensive television time is going to affect them, because it doesn't. They quickly adapt to the new situation. So as soon as Rupert was a little bit older, we stopped having that extra television time and we started playing with toys again and interacting. And now our favourite time, my favourite time with Finley, is actually when Rupert is napping, because that's when we get our one-on-one time like we just had. Hello, and you're trying to pull up on me, are you? Are you trying to pull up on me? Come on then. You're trying your very hardest. Oh, you're going to do it. Finley can do it. Yes, you're a big boy. We all know you can do it. It's always a competition, is it, between siblings? Who can do what better? And I don't have any brothers or sisters, so I never had that kind of competitive element to my childhood.
I'm a bit upset.
Okay. I think that this is my cue to go, and we're going to do the baby class quickly and then get on with doing some playing, aren't we? Play with your train track. Rupert's got a picky tea, haven't you? This is one of our favourite teas, my favourite teas, to give to the boys because it's so easy, and to be honest, it gets eaten more than anything else. So Rupert's got some avocado. I just tend to leave the bottom of the skin on just so he's got something to grab onto. Cucumber, blueberries and raspberries, and I have got some dairy-free yoghurt for him as well if he finishes that, because he is dairy-free. I talked about these bibs on Instagram a little while ago. They're from Bibido. I asked people if they would recommend them and I ordered a couple. They're really great actually.
Blueberries.
When you finish the rest of your tea, Finley, then you can have some more blueberries.
No.
This is the trials of a toddler, isn't it? Trials of toddler eating. What have you got? Can you tell everybody what you've got for your tea?
No.
Oh, okay. And yeah, they're really good because if any food gets dropped, it doesn't go down the gap here. Still have the issue of things being dropped down by the side, but it's better than nothing. Are you excited for your bath? Is it time for the bath? With Finley, Oliver Pickles. Yup. Good sitting. Ready, arms out. 1 and 2.
Hello, Mummy.
Hi.
I got my towel to wrap it in.
Oh, you look very cosy. Are you very cosy?
Yes. Mummy, I in my pajamas now.
Oh, you look very cosy.
Yes. Daddy said, "Bye, dog," and they push because they will go.
What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with you. You're just pretending to cry.
I want a snuggie.
Oh, I love your snuggies. Can we have kisses too? Mwah. The boys are in bed. Finley's still awake. I think Rupert's gone to sleep. What time is it? 7:30. Normally takes Finley about half an hour, sometimes even an hour to fall asleep, to be honest. Rupert's pretty good at falling asleep almost straight away. I just wish he didn't wake up in the night, but you know, we'll get past that eventually. My top takeaway tips if you are expecting a new baby and you have a toddler, or if you just want to kind of compare lives, although you shouldn't compare your life with mine, it's definitely nothing special, but is that you need to make sure that you get out the house with your baby and toddler as much as you can, because that really does help. Don't be afraid to use screen time if you need to. Don't feel guilty about that. You can try having a basket of your child's favourite toys or books near to where you're sitting if you have a newborn. It may work for your child if your child likes sitting still and doing those kind of things, unlike mine, who never stops for a second. And also just enlist as much help as you can get from friends and family. I know that that's hard at the moment. If you have a partner that's around and available, then enlisting their help is really important as well. So for example, our evening routine is that we do the bath together generally, unless I'm busy finishing off some work, in which case Lawrence will do their bath, and then we kind of split off. So he does Finley's bedtime, I do Rupert's bedtime. So he reads him a story, puts him into bed and everything, and I'm still breastfeeding Rupert, so I put him down to bed and feed him. Hope that you've enjoyed coming along with us today. If you like this kind of more relaxed vlog style video, then do let me know if you would like me to make more of these types of videos. I would certainly be happy to. If you did like the video, then please do give it a like as well, a thumbs up. It really does mean so much and helps out my channel immensely, as well as subscribing if you aren't a subscriber already. I would love to have you stick around. I make videos on baby play, baby life, mum life and toddler life, and I post 3 times a week here on YouTube. Wednesdays are my free baby class day, and then 2 other videos a week. I'd love to have you be part of the family. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye.